your religion is wrong. And that's the point. This girl sits among stars, far away in space and time from the ideas and morality of humankind. Christianity is not a way of life for one who lives in complete isolation at the end of all things. No, the Bible is but a story, and Christ but a character, printed on the black bars of VHS tapes, relics of a species which sought truth above all else at the expense of everything. And yes, truth does look like Christ. The truth does look like the Buddha, Muhammad, Lao Tzu, and the Maharaji. The truth does take shape in books and lectures, psalms and formulas, scribes and mentors, professors and the guru. But what good is religion without community? Is one's soul still at risk within a vacuum? Is the isolation of space not the perfect place to forge a direct line with all of Source and interface directly with the mind of God? Christianity is sometimes defined as a relationship with Christ. This relationship, no matter your framework, must bear more weight, more significance than ritual, than commandments or law, than one-off lines regarding sex and thought crimes. The essence of goodness, the essence of God, is held in the hearts of atheists and the uninitiated as well, and the mold is meant to be broken. For we are all children of God. Experiential reality is the only true religion. Rules, hard lines in the sand, judgments made based on what is observable, the scientific method, these things have their place as the cornerstone of human development, technological touchstones, and paved roads toward enlightenment. But to adhere to and take for gospel the limited scope of your purview is to deny reality itself by insisting upon its shape. One cannot limit the limitless, and the universe is naturally infinite. Our minds make matter. In collaboration with our five senses, our brains write hasty descriptions of particles and waves, then pass the note along in a game of telephone, which we convert to words and concepts so that we might make survivable sense of a chaotic jungle and communicate the musings of danger to our siblings in the trees. The thingness of a thing is not prescribed by human intellect, for if an animal does not know the word tree, it knows still what a tree is. To water a tree is instinct, to a cloud or to a canine. If one does not know the word God, one must still know God by merit of being, perceiving, and all at once being lost in the vastness of God. This vastness consumes us. This is the word rapture. The separate nature described in textbooks is an illusion itself, necessary and beautiful, assuredly by design, to assume a suspension of disbelief, an absorption within the self which relies on tools of flesh to define new perspectives, which at the end of the line will be absorbed into the great knowing, the unus mundus, the one mind. If you seek God, you must seek within one's own vast inner world. Only in the mirror of infinity does its nature become known, and no words may transmit accurately the qualia of its integration. Mathematical rules, the laws of physics, these are the curvature of God's body. But for as long as we must insist on imaginary and irrational numbers to make sense of the script, no sense is made at all of that which defies definition, by nature of holding all possible definitions within its very hands. As a surviving human, this conclusion can leave one feeling up a stream without a paddle. The boat rocks unsteadily, The river, disinterested in your particular fate, simply follows the unwritten rules and pulls you towards an ocean. Here the horizon is only blue, sun, sky, and sea meet to swallow you in your great wave of unknowing. And then there is death. Blue is black. Everything is nothing. Wakefulness is mute, and the struggle is a sleep. Idle hands etch in stone, laws for morality and stories for the ethereal, emerald tablets, linen scrolls, tissue-thin Bible paper, and lectures presented onto smartboards in college lecture halls. All is sense-making. All is fighting upstream against the tide. All is bull-breaking by the might of a tardigrade. Whoa now, girl. Whoa. So here we must abandon words. Like the animal who knows the flower without being able to speak the term, we must know the organic impression of life and death without insisting upon a shared definition. We must see nature for what it is, which is everything, and not an umbrella term for green-colored existent entities or an enemy of mankind's spiritual destiny. The manifesto must equal surrender and not insist on knowing God's will. The Bible must be left open, placed face down, and left untouched so that the body can leave its holy space and take in the face of all things, in wakefulness and in dreams, and know that the body is not the outer edge of anything, but rather swallowed entirely, already, before birth, by that which consumes. The path is a recycling plant, facing molten melt over and over again, restructuring that which does not understand into that which does, and into that which does not, in an all-or-nothing game of self-love and ambitious nutrition, sustaining oneself on a diet of destruction and renewed constitution. Your moral alignment is dictated by the circumstance of your birth. All war is parody. The children of God shall walk on slovenly by. In came the being born police to take the newly undeceased, and I was the softened gaze upon a child of God. Thank you to my patrons and Complete Club members: Flem de la Fleming, Chris Curious, Martina Duran, Transcending Void, and Walkin' on Cats. If you are in a position to help grow the channel, please consider joining these fine folks at patreon.com/American Dragon. Join us on Discord. There is a link in the description below. I appreciate you, I love you, and I will see you next time.